morning and happy Friday. I am so glad to be here with you this morning and every day. I am excited to read books with you today. We have some really fun books about animals today, and hopefully you will enjoy them. Our first book today is called Mommy's Little Star. It's about a fox, and this one is written by Janet Bingham. Here we go. Little Fox was chasing the falling leaves. Every time he caught one, another one fell. "I'm going to catch them all," he panted. "It might be hard to catch every one," said Mommy Fox. "There are too many. Look at all the leaves waiting to fall." Little Fox stared up at the leafy branches. "There are trees full of leaves," he sang. Right up high to the top of the sky." "Not quite to the top," said Mommy Fox, tickling Little Fox's nose. "The sky doesn't stop there. Something goes even higher than the trees." "What goes higher?" asked Little Fox. "Bees," said Mommy Fox. "Watch them." A family of bees bumbled over the top of the trees. "Bzzz," said Little Fox. "I'm a bee, buzz, buzz, buzzing at the top of the sky." "So does the sky stop there?" Little Fox asked. "No," Mommy Fox whisked away a nosy bumblebee. "No, not there." She said, "What flies higher than the bees? Do you know?" "Birds go higher," shouted Little Fox, "and I'm a bird flying high to the top of the sky." Little Fox fell and landed with a thump. "Is that the top?" he asked. "Does the sky stop there?" Mommy Fox kissed him better. "Nope, not there," she said. "What goes higher than the birds, but only after the rain?" "The rainbow!" laughed Little Fox. "Look at me now, I'm dancing on a rainbow, up above all the birds and the trees and the bees. Is that the top? Does the sky stop there?" Mommy Fox shook her head. "Something goes over the rainbow." "What does?" asked Little Fox. "Tell me, Mommy." Get the rainbow, you see it? It goes so high. "Clouds," said Mommy Fox. "The clouds float high and far. And look, they are showing us the way home." Little Fox watched the clouds drifting by. "Let's follow them," he cried, and off he set, running and tumbling towards the den. The sun was setting by the time they reached home. "Good night, sun," said Little Fox. "I know you go higher than the clouds, but you're not high right now." "That's true," said Mommy Fox. "The sun is going to bed. Just like you. It will climb high in the sky tomorrow. But look, here comes the moon, and to shine in its place." Little Fox watched the moon brighten overhead. "I can almost touch it, even though it's so high." "That must be the top. Does the sky stop there?" "Nope, not there," said Mommy Fox. "What do you think shines even higher than the moon?" Little Fox looked at the twinkling sky. "Stars!" he laughed. "The stars shine higher." He started to count them as they turned on their lights. "There are so many stars," he sighed. "So many beautiful stars," agreed Mommy Fox. Little Fox yawned. "So that's the top. Sky stops there." "Not even there," said Mommy Fox. "You'll see, there is no top." The stars shine down from deep, dark, quiet sky that goes on and on forever. Little Fox gazed up into the darkness. He felt warm and safe with Mommy Fox beside him. "So the sky goes on and on forever?" he whispered sleepily. "But where does it start?" Mommy Fox hugged him closer. "The sky is just like love. It never ends. And it starts right here." With with my own little star. Look at him all snuggled up. The end. Giraffes Can't Dance. This one is by Giles, Andrea, and Guy Parker Reese. Giraffes can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were awfully thin. Look at how tall he is. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when that day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Look at all those monkeys and chimps. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lion saw him coming and soon began to roar. Hey, look at that clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Poor Gerald. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought, I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so alone, so sad before, so sad and so alone. Look how sad he is. He's a little sad up there. And then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald early on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Look at him. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, it's a miracle! This, we must be in a dream. Gerald is the best dancer that we've ever seen. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. He raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We can all dance, he said, when we find music that we love. That's fun. This next book is called The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and it's by Eric Carle. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. Look at him. He's right there. He's so tiny. There's the big bright sun. He started to look for some food. He was hungry. Here he is. He's looking for some food. On Monday, He ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. Look how he ate through that. Can you see the hole? It's right there. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. But he was still hungry. So on Thursday, guess what he ate? He ate through 4 strawberries. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. But he was still hungry. So on Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 5. It's hard to count upside down. So on Saturday, look what he did. He ate through 1 piece of cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 piece of Swiss cheese, 1 salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. Look at all that food. Oh man. That night, he had a stomach ache. Wouldn't you have a stomach ache if you ate that much food? I know I would. Then the next day was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. Look at all those holes he made in that leaf. Can you see him? He ate all those holes. He ate a lot of leaf. Now, he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. Look how big he got. Oh my goodness. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon and pushed his way out. And he was a beautiful butterfly. So pretty. Look at all his colors. Can you see them? They're pretty. And this one's pretty silly. This is called Animals on Strike at the Zoo. It's True. And this is by Karma Wilson and illustrated by Margaret Spengler. Look at that. All right. There's an animal strike at the zoo. It's true. The headlines are telling it all. The animals quit. That's it. We're through. Say all critters from biggest to small. All the animals quit. Oh no. The monkeys won't monkey around anymore. You won't see us climbing again. They wallow like big monkey lumps on the floor. We want a nice pool in our pen. I think I would like to have a pool too. The leopards aren't prowling. The wolf packs aren't howling. The tigers aren't growling. The otters are scowling. Egad, the worst has come true. There's an animal strike at the zoo. The zebras are looking like horses today. They painted their stripes in, you see. We're all sick and tired of eating this hay. Our good looks do not come for free. Look how the zebras painted their stripes. Oh no. Those silly giraffes are not any better. You won't see our necks anymore. They're knitting themselves lots of turtleneck sweaters, which go from their heads to the floor. Look at those turtleneck sweaters. Business these days is as slow as can be. Folks go to the circus instead. Nobody wants to pay money to see the animals lying in bed. The lions aren't roaring, the eagles aren't soaring, the penguins are snoring. It's all rather boring. What can a zookeeper do? There's an animal strike at the zoo. He's really doing the best he can. The elephants all got a raise. Instead of peanuts, They're now eating pecans, and he offered them 6-hour days. The monkeys were given a small kiddie pool, and he's feeding the zebras sweet oats. But the monkeys complain that the water is cool, and the zebras demand root beer floats. Look at those zebras. They want root beer floats. Then, in through the gate walks sweet little Sue. She can't believe that she's here. She's always wanted to come to the zoo. She's been begging for this trip for a year. I feel like that about going to the zoo. I've been waiting. But no birds are peeping, no lizards are creeping, no bunnies are leaping. Then poor Sue starts weeping, her heart broken too, by the animal strike at the zoo. Look at how sad she is. Oh, all those animals are just laying around. No fun. Oh, my pages are stuck together. Okay, here we go. As tears start to streak down her cute rosy face, the animals watch that wee child. A deep hush of sadness falls all over the place. Look at the animals, they're sad too. And then they go totally wild, with roaring and peeping and howling and growling, all critters from biggest to small. Start soaring and creeping and leaping and prowling, and little Sue laughs at them all. All of the animals find out that day they actually like what they do. The zookeeper calls the reporters to say, "Hooray! No more strike at the zoo!" The bear at the circus, he won't pedal his bike. Uh-oh, he says he's on strike. So silly. I wonder what would happen if the animals at our zoo went on strike. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I cannot wait to have story time with you again on another day. I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.